Poppasteves here. Well, it's finally happened. I have finally, after days and days and days of planting saplings beside a flower, I finally generated a bee's nest. Now, to harvest the honey from this bee's nest, you have to place a campfire. If you don't, you'll anger the bees, and that's not good. We must pick up the campfire because the bees will fly into it, catch fire, and burn. We don't want that either. Okay, now with the honeycombs I get from my bee's nest, I can make beehives. That is 6 wooden planks and 3 honeycombs will craft you a beehive. And I want to make up a system here where I can just come along and harvest the honeycomb or honey from the hives whenever it's needed. By placing campfires under the beehives, that allows me to harvest. Now, to protect the bees from getting into the campfires, I simply block in the corners. I'm going to place trapdoors on the front. I think that looks good. I'll put them on the sides too. Don't have to, but I think it looks kind of neat. Again, all 4 sides. Cover up those campfires so the bees don't get into the fire. And there we go. Now, these beehives are empty. In order to get bees into them, we have to breed. Now, bees are slow. There's a lot of waiting in order to get bees. But in time, bees will show up, come out of the nest. There should be 3. There they are. I feed them each a flower. You see the hearts. That means they're ready to breed. I got a 3rd one. I'll feed him too. And there's our baby bee. They're so cute. Apparently a little camera shy, but he's cute just the same. Now, we have 4 bees. Okay. There's another method to harvest these honey is with the use of a dispenser. We place a dispenser, being careful not to hit the bees. Place a dispenser right beside, pointing into that bee's nest. Now, a chest with a hopper. And we can just simply place a shear in the dispenser. And I need a button for the outside. The shear will harvest honeycombs. The honeycombs are needed to make all the bees' nests to expand our bee population. Now, with this setup, I just push the button and it's supposed to go in the chest. It didn't go in the chest. It just fell on the ground. Okay, well, let's see how bottles work. If we want to harvest honey, we need to put glass bottles. And now that there's more honey, it still didn't work. It didn't fall out either. Aha. Went back into the dispenser. Okay. We can deal with this. If I take the dispenser and I put glass bottles in each of the spots in the dispenser, all 9 of them, empty glass bottles, now the dispenser can't pick up the bottle of honey. Now we're ready with some more. Click this, and that was already in there. What the? Oh. Okay. Let's try something else. it seems I'm going to show you how not to do it first, and then we'll come up with something that actually works. Again, be very careful not to hit the bees. If the bees get angry, they will sting you, and probably won't kill you, but it will kill the bee. Let's do this a little different this time. Put the chest out front here, and a hopper in the back, leaving a 1 block gap between the bee nest and the hopper. And you guessed it, we gotta wait. Okay, now the hive's full. My dispenser's full of bottles. Press the button, harvest, and yes, it's in there. We now have 3 bottles of honey. Okay. Now this setup over here with the campfires, see there's a nest that's not full, and that's a beehive that is full. We still have our campfires underneath, so we can just walk up to these and harvest them manually. Again, I'm using shears to get the honeycombs. And I can just pick them up and wait for more honey to be filled. Okay, back to this one. Still waiting. Okay, now that it's full, I can press my button. Honey's harvested and placed into the chest. Perfect. Now this works. Okay, with my 4 honey bottles, I can take them and I can just do it in my inventory. Put the 4 glass bottles in, I get a honey block. Honey blocks will be used later in different machines, piston doors, flying machines. There's a bunch of things we can build with our honey blocks. We get our empty bottles back. We can place them back in the dispenser and wait again. Now, the honeycombs have another feature or purpose for copper. Now, copper has 4 stages of oxidization. If you want that to stop, you have to wax it. So you can see the 4 stages. If you want to stop at a particular stage, simply wax your copper with honeycombs. Poppasteves signing out.